Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something super cool, using a custom dataset to train a model for instance segmentation, all powered by YOLO 11 and the amazing Annolid. Let's jump right in. First things first, we're going to navigate to the project's documentation, so click here. I'm selecting the Docs folder. Next up, we'll find our tutorial by opening the Tutorials folder, so click that. All right, now the magic happens. I'm selecting the Annolid underscore instance underscore segmentation underscore on underscore YOLO 11 underscore tutorial IPYNB file. Click this and it will load up the Google Colab notebook we'll be using. And there we go, the page is loaded and we're ready to get started. Next step is clicking that glorious Open in Colab button. Click. Boom! A new tab opens with our Google Colab notebook all ready to go. Now, we'll be training on your own custom data, so be ready. Just a heads up, Google's giving us a little warning since this notebook isn't made by them. No worries, we know what we're doing. So run anyway. Let's kick things off. Okay, so the first code block is now running, and the output is showing up. This might take a second, so let's just watch the magic happen. The next code block is already running. Look at all that progress. All right, that's looking good. Let's move on to the next cell. Now, to train this model on our data, we need to upload our custom dataset. Time to hit that Choose Files button. All right, my Downloads folder has opened with the YOLO underscore dataset underscore mouse.zip file ready and waiting. Let's open that bad boy up. We are ready for training. Okay, we've uploaded our dataset. Let's see what we got. Click on the Files tab and then back to the code to check the upload. That's not what we want. Let's try opening it manually. Okay, looks like opening that way isn't working. Let's try something else. Click. Let's try to open the folder. Annolid underscore test underscore videos underscore frames. Nope, that didn't work. Highlight the YOLO underscore dataset folder. Now we need to compress this. Right-click, then select Compress option. We need to do this because you can only upload a single file in this cell. And there we go, we have a compressed YOLO underscore dataset.zip. It's ready to upload into the Google Code. Time to move on to the next cell. Click. Let's run this next cell to get the training going. Look at that output. Okay, the output is running. Time to select the next code block. Let's highlight the next cell to get ready. Click. The highlighted code block is executed. All right, the model is training. Let's scroll down the page to check out some of the other stuff it's doing. Highlight another code block. Click. Let's run it. We're getting there, folks. Output is displayed. Let's scroll through. This is really exciting. All right, let's take a look at our files in the file browser. Click Let's open the YOLO underscore dataset folder. Click and then we will open the test folder. Right-click on a file. Let's just click away from the drop-down menu. Let's highlight the first line of code and get ready to edit it. I'm making a slight edit here. Click Let's run that edited code block. All right, let's open the images folder to check our file structure. Let's close that folder and then open the test folder and the data.yml file. Click. Awesome! Now we'll close the file viewer. Click. Let's take a look at the model. We will open the runs folder, the segment folder, and finally the predict folder. Click, click, click. And in here, we'll take a peek at a file. Check out the file output. This looks amazing. We're all done looking at the output of the prediction folder. So let's close that window. Now let's move to the train section of the notebook. All right, time to scroll down and find it. Highlight a code block. Click. Let's run this training code. The training is running. Let's highlight the next code block and get ready. Click the code block is running. The model is training. Highlight a new code block and get ready to run it. Click. Here we go. And look at the output starting to appear. We are getting tons of output. Let's see. Output is still being shown. Let's keep scrolling. Still scrolling. We are training the model on our custom dataset. Keep scrolling, you will see when our model is trained. All right, let's see the output of training. Click, let's open the train folder to take a peek inside. Then we will open the weights folder, then close them both. Click, let's open the labels.jpg file. All right, and here we go. These are the labels for our training data. Okay, let's close the image viewer and let's open the labels underscore parallelogram.jpg file. Let's take a look at the graph. Scrolling through the output and closing the image viewer. Let's open labels underscore parallelogram.jpg again to see it one more time. Closing the image viewer and let's continue scrolling the output. Click Let's open a train_batch0.jpg file, and then a bunch of other ones. Let's open a bunch of files. Click, 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 click. Okay, let's close the image viewer and scroll to the bottom of the output. Scrolling and scrolling. Almost there. The model is training and is at the end. Keep on scrolling. Okay, almost there. Let's highlight a code block. Click Run this next code block. All right, and the output of the cell is being shown. Let's keep scrolling to the end of the output. Let's take a look at those model outputs. Click Open the Predict 2 inches folder. Click Let's collapse the Predict folder and open the Train folder. Click Open a prediction in the Predict folder. Let's close the code viewer so we can just see the prediction. Here is the prediction. Looks great. Let's highlight the file name. Let's hover the file and take a closer look. Okay, time to close the code and open a file. Click, here it is. Looking good. Let's close the image viewer. All right, here is the Google Colab code output. Let's check it out. Click Let's open up multiple files side by side. This is awesome. Okay, let's close the image viewer. Click Let's open up multiple files side by side. This is awesome. Okay, let's close the image viewer. Tutorial. So we start off by looking at some output being generated in the code, and then we highlight some of it. Next, we move on to the TensorBoard graph. We take a look at the top chart, move the mouse over it, and scroll around to check it out, and then we check out a new chart in its time series and histogram tabs. After that, we jump back to the code editor where more code is shown and highlighted. Then, we scroll down to the bottom of the Google Colab notebook and run a code block that downloads the model and makes the predictions, which we sped up a bit for the sake of time. Once that's done, we head over to the Downloads folder to see the results, and then close it. Then, we open it again, scroll through some other folders, and close it up one last time. Next, we go back to the code editor and get ready for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to open the Annolid application. We click on the Import Videos button, load the first video and play it real quick, and close the video. After that, we hit Extract Frames from the video and close the file folder that pops up. Then we load the next video and let it play. Then, we take a look at the AI model drop-down menu and choose YOLO 11N and generate predictions for the video frames. And then the magic happens. The video plays with the AI predictions overlaid on top. It's amazing. After that, we close that video, open the second video, pause it, and select the YOLO 11N model again and generate more predictions. We're then back in the code editor, looking at the output of the code execution, and finally, we check out the system menu and open the About This Mac window, then close them. We reopen the Annolid application and load a video. We watch the video play with the AI predictions, and then go back to the code editor to see the output again, and then back to the video. And that's it. We have just gone through using a custom dataset to train an instant segmentation model. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more great content. And don't forget to let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching.